Good evening. It's Wednesday night, and that means it's time for another Facebook Live. Excuse me, right before I came on, I got a frog in my throat. Tonight we're doing Christmas funds. It's so hot outside. It's nice to think about cooler weather, Christmas season. So we're doing Christmas in July. Hey, Nancy, welcome. And at the end, I will show you who won the card from last week. So last week, we played within symmetry, and this is the card that we made. And so somebody, has won that, and I will tell you that at the end. All right, let me get this shared with the group. Hey, Betty. And then we will get started. The card I'm making tonight is one from Kay's team meeting. I didn't get to attend, but I always get the packet because it's always got fun things in it. And Rhonda Wade is who designed this card, and then the other three I'll show you at the end. They all came from this. They came from the same set, and they were all designed by Rhonda Wade. So I want to be sure I give her credit for that. All right, hang on. We're sharing, and then we will get started. Okay. So tonight we're using the Evergreen Elegance bundle, and this is in the annual catalog. This is kind of hard to show you. You can kind of see it. You can almost see it better there. So it's a little confusing. The trees are actually this negative space. It's punching out this silver space, and it leaves the trees behind for this. So this is in the annual catalog. I don't have my pre-order stuff from the new catalog, and it's not live for customers. So, hey, Susie, that's why I wanted to show you some Christmas stuff from the annual catalog, because otherwise I don't ever play with it, because by the time the Christmas comes around, I'm playing in the holiday catalog, and I've forgotten all about the annual catalog. So this is what we're playing with tonight. I love this paper. I ordered some more. It's still on sale. So you get a bunch. It's 6x6, but you get a bunch of it. Let's see how many sheets you get. 48 sheets. So it has, let me see if I can do this. Beautiful. It's got cherry cobbler, evening evergreen, soft succulent, and Sahara sand. And then let's see if we can see the other side. Kind of. Those darks are harder to see. I love the stripes. You get a lot of each one because it's 6x6. You still get 48 sheets, so maybe you get 8 of each design, I think. So this is called Tidings of Christmas paper, and it is in the annual catalog also. All right, let's get started making our card. And I will put the dimensions on my blog post right after this so that you can recreate this. We're going to stamp one thing. That's it. Let me put this up a little bit so you can see. Just our sentiment. That's all we're stamping tonight. So this would be an easy card to do in a class. Let's see if I can get this straight now. Of course, if my sticker isn't straight, then I'm in trouble. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a little crooked, but it'll work. All right, that is all the stamping, and I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to do our trees next. So I just have a piece of the evening evergreen. And I'm going to slide that in. And this one I find easier to put down and punch that way. And once you've punched, see how it leaves the trees? Now you line up. So I don't know if you can see this. Whoops. On the side here, See how that's lining up there? So you line those trees up again. The tricky part is to keep it still the same amount away. And then you have this beautiful grouping of trees. And that's a little longer than I need. Well, that's about exactly what I need. So perfect. Then get rid of this. I like having it a little bit longer, the cardstock a little bit longer than I need, because then I can still rest this on the bottom of the punch and make sure I'm keeping them straight. So then, I forgot to grab my scissors. Then all you have to do is just snip it off on each edge. And if this ends up being a little bit longer than what we need, then we can just trim it after we get it on our card. So let's put this, see, that's going to be just about perfect. So I'm going to use my green glue for this, and we're going to go ahead and put it on our designer series paper. I may have mentioned this already, but I'll put all the dimensions on my blog after this, and somebody will win this card. So everybody that comments on this video, hey Susie, will get in the drawing to win this card. Trying to flip this over without making a mess. Okay, so we're gonna put it, oh, I don't know, about there. Let's slide it just a little bit. There we go. And then this is going to go, let's see if we need to trim it a little bit. Just a tad bit. On each side, just a teeny bit. There we go. See, 2 little tiny bits. Now we can put this on our Evening Evergreen mat. So we'll have a nice mat around it. And then before we put this on our card, we're going to wrap our ribbon around it. And this is this, oh, I think I kept it over here so I could tell you. That's like chevron, Evening Evergreen, yes, chevron weave ribbon. It's in the annual catalog also. So we're going to just wrap this around and tie it in a knot. This ribbon I think would make a pretty bulky bow, so especially for this small of a, oh come on. Why does that keep wanting to turn like that? There we go. I got some adhesive on my finger. All right, and then once we tie it, we can move it over here to the side. And then we'll just trim our ribbon. So it has nice short tails. And then our card is Sahara Sand. Get it creased well with our bone folder. And we're going to put this up on dimensionals on our card. So I'm going to put one in each corner. And then we'll put one in the middle. There we go. And that's just going to go right in the middle of this. I love these smaller squares like this, or smaller rectangles. And then we're ready to put our sentiment on. And I'm going to use mini dimensionals because I want to try and straddle that ribbon. So I'm not going to put any in the middle. I'm just going to put them in the corners. Yes, it does, doesn't it, Jennifer? Welcome, Jennifer. It really does make it pop. It's a really pretty green. All right, one in each corner. Take all the backs off. Yep, I did. Couldn't tell if I'd gotten that one or not. And then that is going to straddle this ribbon. I don't want to cover up too much of my trees. About like that. And then, of course, there has to be some bling. You know, Christmas time, there has to be some shiny stuff. Get this out of the way. So I'm using the holiday rhinestones. So don't forget about these. These have been around for a little while, but they're great colors. I don't know if it tells you all the colors. Nope. But this green is perfect for this one. So let's do, I may have to order some more of these. I think I have another pack or two, but they're perfect for all these lovely Christmas cards. And I'm doing 5 this time. Actually, Rhonda did 5, so I'm copying Rhonda. But you need to have lots of little green stars in your sky. But you always want an odd number. And that's it. Wasn't that easy? Super easy, and turned out so cute. And you could do this same layout with lots of different things. It doesn't even have to be a punch. You could just stamp something. You could use different paper. I mean, it's just a really cute layout or card sketch. Okay, so let me show you the other ones. Like I said, this was a part of Kay's team meeting. So if you went to that, you've already seen these, but I did make these the other night. So this is one, and it uses that pine embossing folder, the Evergreen, embossing folder that carried over. And then these are the pine branches from the set. And that's crumb cake, and it looks really nice with just a little bit of that green. Very elegant. Another super simple card. Just some designer series paper. Sentiment's the only thing you stamped again, some more of that ribbon. And then this time I used they look like pool party to me. They're this pale, but they really look like a soft green when you put them on this. And then the last one is this one. So we actually used these 2 trees and stamped them, and then some of the red rhinestones from the holiday. And that's some more of that designer series paper and the ribbon. And this one, there aren't any dies like I showed you. There's just the punch that goes with it, but we just cut out this tree, and that was easy to do. So there you go. Those are the cards with this set. This is the one we made tonight. For everybody that leaves a comment, thank you. I guess I should say thanks to Rhonda since she designed this. But thank you for joining me, and I will draw next Wednesday for the winner of this card. And last week, the person that won this card that we made last week is Debbie. So Debbie Lawson. So I will get that in the mail to her. All right. Thank you, ladies. And I will see you next week with something else new. All right. Have a good night.